All right, hey you guys, it's been a tremendously long time since I've actually done a video for you guys. So I don't know, something just came over me. I've been wanting to do an updated video for a while now, but obviously I'm busy, booked and busy, doing a little bit of everything, honestly. And I just wanted to get on here to express not only my gratitude to my followers, my supporters, you know, the whole 10, but I also wanted to get on here to really give you guys a motivational speech. It's something that we all need, especially during this time. We're still within retrograde. We just had the 8/8 portal for my spiritual girlies and guys. So I just wanted to really, you know, like I said it before, go over my presentation that I did for my high school kids a few months ago. So let's go ahead and tap into it. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tabitha Brown. I am a published author of 2 books. My 3rd one is pending. I will be releasing that next year, February 2026. I do have my books on hand. I wouldn't be an author if I didn't have my books on hand. I literally read my work. So my first published that I did release was The Fight I Kept Within Me. Please not too much on my first copy, as I did not have a computer. I was in the library literally for hours trying to get my book accomplished, booked up, and published on Amazon. And so obviously I succeeded. This is my first book. Now my second one, I did publish this this year, March 2025. This is called All Grown Up. This is the sequel to The Fight I Kept Within Me. As you guys can see, my little sticky note, I do read my work as stated before. So definitely stay tuned. We will tap in and get into everything else as we continue to communicate and talk through my video. Let's tap in. And I'm glad to see those who, like, I know that I post a lot, but nobody really knows my personality. You get what I'm saying? Nobody really knows my personality. So this is another opportunity for those of you to not only read my statuses or just watch me overall, but to actually put a personality to a face, you know, live form. All right, so yeah, we already did about me. Let's go ahead and get to struggles. All right, so struggles. What is the definition of struggles? We all think that we know what struggles are. Obviously, for those of us that actually went through the struggle, we have our own concept of what we feel as though that is. So the actual definition of struggle is pretty much making forceful or violent efforts to get free of a restraint or constriction, okay? I'm gonna say that one more time. So what is a struggle? What is the definition of struggle itself? Struggle itself means making forceful or violent efforts to get free of a restraint or constriction. Okay, so in order for you to really identify what your struggles are, you need to pretty much figure out what's going wrong with your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, why is this, ask yourself, why is this happening to me? And understanding and accepting the why as well. All right, and then once you not only figure out what you're struggling in, you get what I'm saying, and you're asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Also, come up with a solution. Come up with a solution for sure. Like, allow your current situation to inspire you to do better and become a better version of yourself despite your obstacles. I will always push it. Okay, because a lot of people, when they're going through their struggling moments, they just sit there. And my favorite go-to saying is like, okay, we all have to go through hell and we all have to go through hell to learn how to navigate it. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know how to handle life, so they sit stagnantly in that position, within that struggle, within hell itself. You feel me? They don't keep pushing forward so that they can finally see the light. So definitely allow your current situation, whether you're struggling or not, to inspire you to become a better version of yourself. Don't sit still in what's going wrong. Understand that there is always a better way. Okay, continue to push forward. So as stated before, coming up with a solution. Okay, so for those of you who do not know what a solution is, that pretty much means solving a problem or dealing with a difficult situation. Pretty much facing your problems head on and pretty much resolving them in a positive aspect. Pretty much everything that I just stated earlier. All right, so my next slide that I presented to my high school kids, I pretty much stated how to make your mind stronger than your emotions and pretty much having a growth mindset, right? So with you having pretty much a stronger mind and not letting your emotions be stronger than your mindset, you have to have a lot of self-love. Have a lot of self-love. A lot of people do not love themselves out here, and it shows. It shows because they settle for less. They feel like when they meet somebody that's of, let them call it high quality, they feel as if that they for one, they self-sabotage. And we definitely gonna tap into that in a second, because I got another slide for that. They self-sabotage, and so they just pretty much settle, as stated before. So don't do that. Have a lot of self-love. Know your worth. Know who you are as an individual and what you bring to the table, so that way you can know your do's and don'ts. Okay, let's just put that out there. All right, and acknowledging your feelings. You have to acknowledge your feelings. So any emotion that you're feeling, if you're feeling happy, sad, angry, upset, the sky's the limit. I don't know. However you are feeling, feel that. A lot of people are afraid to feel. We are human. Feel what you need to feel in order to navigate what you're feeling. Like, why am I feeling this way? Okay, it's okay to feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to, you get what I'm saying, not have it all together. A lot of people are walking around here like they just having a perfect life. We're not Jesus. We're not Jesus. We're not God. Okay? So please, it's okay to let your guard down a little bit around trusted individuals. Okay? And even if you don't want to be around nobody, it's okay to let your hair down when you're by yourself and reflect. So definitely have a lot of self-love, and also understand that your input determines your output. Okay, so again, your input determines your output. Okay, so example, what you feed your mind will determine how you pretty much view the world. I always say a man is what he thinks, a woman is what she thinks. So whatever you're constantly consuming, whether that's through social media, negativity, that's something that you're feeding your mind. So that's the energy that you're going to put out into the universe, because you're putting out that vibration, because it's something that you're constantly feeding yourself. Okay, so please, please, please make sure you're feeding yourself good attributes. Okay, thank you. All right, so always focus on what you can control and be set free from what you cannot control. Protect your peace at all costs. Again, protect your peace at all costs. A lot of people, and I had to learn this the hard way. I'm just being real honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had to really like sit myself down, because part of me was sort of kind of a control freak. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at things on a broader stream, a broader aspect. So it's just like I have an open mind. So I see things that a lot of people don't see, and so I sometimes try to by me voicing my opinion, I know that I have a strong opinion, and at the end of the day, I know that it's just that, an opinion. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day, but I just try to help people by voicing my opinion, or trying to navigate them with me not realizing that everybody is on their own path. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that's like having a best friend. You don't tell your best friend everything, but you can tell your best friend, you can give your best friend the best advice, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. That's people, period. But I basically just say that to say, protecting your peace is pretty much mandatory. Like, if you can't control something, it's okay for you not to control it. Sometimes you just gotta let things be. You get what I'm saying? Like I said before, everybody is on their own path. Focus on you, what you can control, and keep it pushing. That's all we can do. Cut shit short. It don't have to be prolonged. How people be trying to prolong stuff due to how they were raised and what was taught to them. It's okay to let go and keep it pushing. All right, so be conscious of your thoughts. Like I said it before, a man is what she thinks, a man is what he thinks, a woman is what she thinks. Always create a positive mindset in our environment, turning all negative thoughts into positive thoughts, so that can be something that you can attract. All right, so, and again, learning from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Understand that yesterday's actions can and will affect tomorrow or future outcomes. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back, okay? So, learn from your mistakes. Understand that yesterday's actions can and will affect your future outcomes. Let today be the day that you change your behavior. A lot of people be like, oh, let's live in a moment, let's this and that and third. Okay, what you possibly living in a moment, that could, depending on what you're doing in that moment, can affect tomorrow's outcome. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be on the same vibration as you, and a lot of people dress it up real good. That's why your discernment needs to be kicked in. Your discernment needs to kick in. Or better yet, you may have your discernment. You just need to tap into it so that you can decipher what's really for you and what's not. Just to throw that out there. And also, believing in your power. Believe in yourself. Everybody is not going to agree with you. Everybody is not going to be on your side. That's why I've been saying lately, I feel like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Maya Angelou, Coretta Scott King. Nah, but I really feel like that though, because sometimes you have to go against the grain when right is right. When right is right, you're not gonna have a lot of people on you, because we live in a society today to where it's just like, oh, everybody doing wrong. Everybody is pretty much solidifying and pretty much making all the wrong things like the go-to. I'm not doing it in my household. I'm not doing it within myself. I have to practice what I preach. You get what I'm saying? Because you just never know. Like, listen, we all are an influence on somebody in our life, whether that's one person, two people, whatever the case may be, but we are influencing somebody, and I just want my influence to be a positive one. You feel me? All right, so like I said before, believe in your own power, believe in your own efforts. Everything you do does not go unnoticed. People are looking at you. So whatever you give the people is pretty much how you do. I feel like we all have a name, right? Like, my name is my blueprint, just like your name is your blueprint. You need to, whatever you're putting out here in this universe, understand that you're being a representation for not only yourself, but your appearance as well. I want to make sure that I'm making a positive representation of myself, as well as my kids. Like, I want my kids to understand that. Now, I'm not saying that mommy's perfect. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm perfect. But I always say, if there's something that I can prevent, I'm going to make sure that I prevent that. I'm not going to be out here acting recklessly, knowing that something that I could potentially be doing today, living in a quote-unquote moment, can affect my kids when they get older, when they get to high school. That's just how I think. I can't do that. I can't move like that. But yeah. All right, so self-improvement / building confidence. Let's build that confidence, guys. Let's go. All right, so how do you pretty much self-improve and build your confidence? All right, so first, identify your strengths and achievements, and also recognize your abilities and write them down, okay? Again, identify your strengths and achievements, recognize your abilities, and write them down. Revisit them as many times as you need to give yourself that kind of self-motivation, that little oomph. If you need it, whenever you down and you're like, dang, I feel like I'm stagnant right now, revisit it. What have you done thus far? Give yourself that little boost, like, I got this. I done did X, Y, and Z. I'm out there. Give yourself that self-motivation and keep pushing forward, because the motivation that you're trying to seek from the next person, or that from a person that you really want that motivation to come from, is not going to come. Half of the times, majority of the times, it don't come. It don't come. So somebody else motivating you should not stop you from getting to where you want to get to. Motivate yourself and keep it pushing. Thank you. All right, so say positive affirmations to self. Also replacing I should have with I can. Stop saying, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Tell yourself every day, look yourself in that mirror, I can do this, I can do that, I will get this done, I will get that done at a reasonable time frame. Start saying positive affirmations to yourself and making yourself feel good in the morning before you start your day, so that you can get to where you need to get to. Pray if you have to. I'm telling you, it'll change your whole mood and your whole aspect on how you view society and this world as a whole. Like, it starts with you. We have to work on inner, so that inner can be vibrated outwardly. We have to know these things, bro. All right, so step outside of your comfort zone and face your fears and learn something new. So for sure, stepping outside of your comfort zone is very challenging. It's very challenging. I can attest to that, because it wasn't so easy accepting change for me. But I know that accepting change is something that I need to do in order for growth. You feel me? Like, you have to be uncomfortable to reach those heights that you're trying to reach. You can't be comfortable, because if you're comfortable, then obviously you're not growing. So please, step outside of the box. Face your fears, baby. You're going to have to face them regardless. You can't keep hiding from yourself. That's something you can't do. Learn from your mistakes. Face your fears, and learn something new. How you can always stay young, learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Always bring something to the table. Matter of fact, you can bring your own table if you want to. But definitely, just learn something new. Always try to find something new to learn. It makes you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. All right, so surround yourself with supportive people who want to see you genuinely win. A lot of people that are around these people nowadays don't want to see you win. They're literally putting up a facade. I'm talking about a whole facade. That's why you need to have your discernment intact. Listening to your intuition, okay? Because a lot of people that say that they are for you are really not for you. They're just trying to benefit off of your energy or off of you, period, as a whole. Understand that you need to be around genuine people, because like I said, you can be the strongest one out of your group, but the minute you become weak, you are the weakest one. And when you are the weakest one, you're going to start doing what the other people that you've been around are doing and what you pretty much once told them not to do. So now you're the weak. That makes you the weakest one. So make sure that you're around genuine people that actually care about you, that gives you that motivation. Have self-motivation for sure, but when you are in those trying moments, you have genuine people around you that also gives you that extra push, reminding you of who you are as a person and where you could get and where you're trying to get to within your life. Having beneficial friends, and beneficial means spiritually as well. Having spiritual beneficial friends will help you in the long run, because you're not going to always be headstrong. You're not going to always have your shit together. Make sure you have the right people in your corner. Okay? Thank you. So, practicing self-care consisting of meditation, exercising, prioritizing sleep, reading, etc. Take care of yourself first. You can't take care of nobody else until you take care of yourself first. And a lot of people, and I attest to that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spent literally damn near my whole life taking care of everybody. And once my mom passed, that shit skyrocketed times 20. So I really didn't set enough time to decide to take care of self. So now that I'm finally getting back in tune with myself and doing what I need to do, like I spent all last year healing and I'm doing what I need to do, baby, I'm where I need to be, if not further, okay? Definitely meditate. Please, prioritizing self-care will get you a long way as well. Forgiving yourself and look at setbacks as temporary. Like I said earlier, if you made a mistake, that's fine. Learn from the situation. Life is all about trial and error. Learn what you need to learn within that situation. Don't keep repeating the same mistakes, because you're going to continuously get the same outcomes, basically putting you on a repetitive cycle. You don't need to do that. Pay attention. When something is going wrong in your life, spirit is just trying to get your attention so that they can redirect you. But a lot of people be so prone into, oh, we finna have a good time, we in a moment, we this and that and the third, not realizing that you're basically stunting your own growth. You're stunting your own growth for a temporary fix, a temporary happiness, when you can have longevity happiness, longevity peace within yourself, if you just pay attention and do what you need to do inwardly. But hey, please meditate. All right, so forgive yourself and look at setbacks as temporary. I already stated that. Always practice gratitude within self and into others. Focus on good things you do and have already done, as well as the good people that already appreciate you within your life. Understand that God has already placed people in your life to help you get to where you need to be within the next level of life. You just have to use your discernment as to who's who. The devil is not going to continuously mess with the people that he already have fucking up their life. He's going to fuck up people. He's going to try to fuck with people and get the people that are trying to do right out of line, because he sees where they're headed. God and the devil really work hand in hand, really. If you really think about it. If you're doing good, obviously the devil is going to try to get you off track, but God is going to put you through certain situations to test your discernment, or to sharpen your discernment and intuition, to see if you are really ready for that next level of your life. Now, if you pass, obviously he pushes you to that next level, whereas the devil, for those of you who are hard-headed, as I said it before, God will take your protection away, and he will he'll send the devil in to send you on these repetitive cycles, basically fucking your life up. I'll kind of go into in deeper depth with that within my book, my third book, but I just had to touch bases on that a little bit. All right, so yep, that's that. Okay, master self-discipline, setting healthy boundaries. All right, so how do you pretty much approach these things? So taking things one day at a time. Don't ever overwhelm yourself, okay? Take your time. That was my problem too. I just felt as though that I needed to get everything done at one time, and that pretty much put me in a chaotic headspace. Like, don't do that. Take your time, pace yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. It will eventually get done. Like I said, have those short-term goals, long-term goals, and will actually gradually work yourself to what you are trying to get to within your life. All right, be willing to switch things up, as stated before. Be unpredictable. Always challenge yourself in all aspects. If it's something, going back to what I stated earlier, change to I should have to I can, okay? Whereas with this, challenging yourself, challenge yourself. Do something that people think that can't be done. Do something that people feel as though that can't be done, or that it's out of their scope because it's something that they wasn't raised up on, or something that they haven't even seen within their life themselves. Challenge yourself. Oh, I can get that done. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work, but it can get done. Challenge yourself. You never know what you're capable of until you actually get out here and do it. Challenge yourself. You never know, bro. You never know. All right, so also setting realistic expectations for yourself, learning when to say no. You cannot be out here being a people pleaser. If you a yes man or a yes woman, baby, you won't get far in life. If nobody tells you that, baby, I'm telling you that right now. You will not get far in life. Being a yes man or a yes woman, people will run over you and will continuously run over you. You have genuine people that will be like, oh, I should stop doing this, I should stop doing that, X, Y, and Z. But you do have those that will take and 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 will not stop. You have to know when to draw the line. Know when to say no. And when you say no, actually stand on business. Don't be like, oh no, and then say yeah 5-10 minutes later. No. Say no, stand on it. Mean what you say, get that energy out. I said no. And keep it pushing. That just shows you that it lets you know right then and there that when you say no and when they start getting in their feelings X, Y, and Z, that just means that they wasn't meant to be in your life anyway. They was using you, baby. I'm just keeping it real. Practicing self-compassion and assertiveness in a calm, confident, and respectful manner. Now, I know I just said what I just said. That was more so the hood side, but let me tell you the professional side. Let me tell you the professional side. Nah, for real though, because you got to practice self-compassion and assertiveness in a calm, confident, and respectful manner. Now, when it's time for you to say no in a respectful way, don't be extra. Don't be extra with it. Just be like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So say no, but say it in a respectful way. You get what I'm saying? Like, say it in a respectful way. Read the room and know how to approach certain situations. So yeah, read the room and make sure your tone is where it needs to be, but make sure it's definitely direct and assertive. All right, so celebrating small victories. Let your actions speak louder for you. Now, me, on the other hand, I do both. Ain't nothing wrong with bragging on yourself a little bit. Nothing wrong with that, but life is also about balance. You have to balance it out. But definitely celebrate your victories. Let your actions speak for you. You have a season to where you be quiet and you meditate and you do what you need to do. And then there's a season where you pretty much, you speak and you stand on business. Now, I done been through both seasons. God showed me that sometimes you have to be quiet because he's redirecting your mindset, and your view of life. So that is a necessity. Whereas when it's time for you to pretty much speak on your blessings, don't let nobody say, oh, you too boastful, you too this and that and the third. No, you don't know what I just went through. I'm going to speak on what God is blessing me with. And it's actually... I actually posted it on my story, on my status not too long ago. A version of what I'm saying that's actually in the Bible. It's actually in the Bible. Everything that I'm saying can be backed up in the Bible. Seriously, I'm not just talking just to talk. And also through experience. So yeah, reflecting on your journey and always asking for help when needed will forever be key. Don't be too boastful. I wouldn't say boastful. Don't be too bullheaded to where you feel as though that you can't receive or get help. I've been through that as well. I just felt as though that I don't need no help. I'm good. I got it. And even though I'm very independent, you won't, the levels that you're trying to reach, you're going to actually need help. Whether that's from a genuine friend, whether that's from a mentor, whether that's from a therapist, you're receiving the help. And you have to realize, showing leadership skills, being a leader is knowing when and how you need help. Like, not being a leader will pretty much put you in a position to where you can't be teachable. You know what I'm saying? And being teachable is knowing when you need help, because you don't know everything. You're constantly learning. This life goes around. It's a constant go around. You constantly learning. Things are constantly changing. So you have to know when you need help. Yeah. And respect the boundaries of others and be consistent with your own. So when you're respecting the boundaries of other people, you pretty much put that energy out into the universe, and they pretty much will start respecting you. They'll start respecting you a lot more, because for one, you're not only embodying respectful qualities or characteristics as a human being, but you're also showing and giving that to other people as well. So it shows gratitude, it shows integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that energy is going to come back to you. Good people are going to start coming to you. Respectable people will start coming towards you. And also communicate your boundaries clearly. You can't be sugarcoating stuff, making it as if, you can't be sugarcoating things and just saying things in your mind thinking that other people can read your mind. Now, you can read a person, but other people can't read your mind. Other people don't know your boundaries. Other people don't know your do's and your don'ts. So you have to be effective with communicating that information clearly and directly. Okay? Clearly and directly. Okay? Practicing both traits can create you a life that is more balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with your values. Okay? Everybody's values are different. But if you are wanting to have a positive lifestyle, setting clear boundaries and standing on them when it is needed will get you a balanced, fulfilling, and aligned value within your life. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You will be able to prioritize your well-being, build healthy relationships, and achieve your long-term goals. So you're pretty much, by you having healthy boundaries, you're pretty much opting out of the things that no longer serve you. You're basically putting them to the side. Not even putting them to the side. You're throwing them in the trash. You're throwing them in the trash like, oh, no longer serves my need. Can't do it. Won't do it. Don't align with my values. I gotta kick you to the curb. So you're basically making room for what's positive and what should be in your life, which is what I stated before. You prioritizing your well-being, building healthy relationships, and achieving your long-term goals, because now you have a free mind. All right, so use knowledge to give you ideas and wisdom to improvise them. So what is knowledge? Knowledge is basically facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience, education, the theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. Okay, that is knowledge itself. Now, what is wisdom? We all have our thoughts on what we feel as though wisdom should be, or what we feel as if wisdom is. So, wisdom is basically the ability to use knowledge, experience, and understanding to make good judgments and decisions, often with a focus on long-term consequences and moral principles. It involves a deep understanding of human nature and the world, along with insight and discernment. Virtue, which embodies temperance, responsibility, honesty, benevolence, fairness, and justice. Sorry, y'all, I'm reading from my presentation, from my slides that I did for my presentation from my high school kids a few months ago. So, yeah, how can both help? Both wisdom and knowledge can help with you having a successful life, is because they both can be beneficial if you apply the knowledge to the real life situations that you're having and reflecting on the experiences to gain a deeper understanding of the world. Okay, so with the experiences that you are going through, you have to use your wisdom to discern what was good for you, what is good for you and what is not good for you, and that'll help you better navigate your future. Hopefully that made sense. All right, so knowledge as a source of emotional regulation. As we gain knowledge and experience, we develop better emotional regulation and decision-making skills. For example, when a person has more knowledge about a topic, they are better able to make rational decisions, even when emotional factors might be present. So, and I like to use this as an example. A lot of people bring emotional feelings into business. Like, you can't do that. You have to know how to separate the two. And that's a lot of the time. That's a reason for a lot of the times. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. That's a lot of the times where you would see, like, a lot of people don't do business with their best friends or their brothers, or, you know, whatever the case may be, close friends. A lot of people don't do that because eventually down the line they end up bringing their emotions into the situation when emotions should be separated from business. So yeah.